fix this a little bit. There's my dog, Izzy. Quickly talk to you folks. I don't know. Here we go. We're trying to figure it out. All right, we'll get it. Hopefully this works out. This is my hack job at being a YouTuber. All right, so I actually want to talk about just having confidence to do things that are uniquely yours, and it takes a lot of confidence to do these things. So if you don't know me, I am a professor named Maslach. I'm an associate professor of innovation strategy and entrepreneurship, and I created this whole Reciprocity project to give back as much as I possibly can. Is Atarius, come here. There's so many people help me out that I wanted to pay the favor forward to help you out. Come here, Iz. Come here. Hopefully nobody's going to show up on this, but that's okay. All right, so I just wanted to talk about how important it is. Oh, there is somebody that showed up. Hi. I just want to talk about how important it is to have confidence in doing things that are uniquely you. And I just got off of having a conversation with somebody. I went out for coffee with somebody, and it was really fun to get to know this person a little bit more. But they were sort of afraid to put more stuff out and to be more sort of revealing with what they were doing, the plans and ideas that they were doing. And I just want to encourage you to have a little bit of confidence to do this. It takes a tremendous amount of confidence to do this, to put things out and to be open about yourself. For me, what I've learned is that, once you get over the sort of initial hump, and you do get these sort of like waves of feeling like you can't, uncomfortable, I guess, but once you get over that initial hump of doing things where you're putting yourself out there, it does get easier. And I would encourage everybody as they sort of move up into leadership positions or, doing things that are a little bit more, meaningful in their life, to try to get there, to try to be as more open as they can. Now, I know not everybody is going to be like that, and it's hard to do that. However, you do grow as a person, and you grow as an individual as you do more of these kind of things. And this has been my own personal journey when I've started doing these things. Started doing the YouTube channel and all these kind of being a lot more open. By the way, I've been doing a lot more stuff lately in the last week. And so hopefully I can keep it up, because I wanted to do things when I wasn't necessarily, in front of a video. I now have a podcast. So go check out the podcast. And what I imagine the podcast is going to be like and I've did like 3 of them so far, is when I'm driving around, and I can't sort of, I have to sort of use hands free, or when I'm walking, I can talk to you and sort of have another outlet. And so go check out the podcast. It's a Reciprocity podcast. I appreciate it. And it's sort of telling some of the story behind, the behind the scenes of what the Reciprocity Project is. I know I'm pretty open here, but I try to be a little bit more open there. So go check that out. I appreciate it. But oh, and then there's Instagram too. So I start putting some of the Instagram stuff, especially that, if you don't know, I'm on TikTok and doing in TikTok stuff. So, what I've learned is just to be open. And as you be more open, you actually can be a little bit more sharing, I guess, it's kind of like a feedback process where you start doing that, you become more and more open, and you be okay. You're okay with yourself. And for me, it's really got me to get over some of my shyness and who I am naturally. And so I just want to encourage you to do that and have some confidence as you do things in this world, to sort of force yourself to be open. I know it's a struggle for probably most of us. We want to hide, especially the things, we hide the things that we're kind of ashamed of, or we think that we're naturally weak at or bad at. And so we try to hide those. I see that all the time in academia. It's almost like kind of hilarious. in the sense that people are very insecure with their weaknesses, and so they only talk about their strengths and they talk about how amazing they are and all that kind of stuff. So it's really funny. Um, and so instead of, going to that sort of extreme where you're just talking about your own self in a positive light, really start opening up and start talking about your weaknesses and where you feel inside. And it does really help in a lot of ways, but also hopefully, builds connections with other people. So I encourage you to do that. So, you know, oh, the last thing I wanted to point out is before I sort of open it up to any, if there's any questions or anything. So if you have questions, make sure you start thinking about them. Is as you do this, you um, realize that the world is not as scary as you think it is. There is a lot of scary people out there and weird, strange individuals and all that kind of stuff. But you realize that most people are really hurt if they are not being nice and not being open. And really, what this has taught me is that a lot of people are just naturally good human beings. And it's sort of taught me to gravitate towards that. So I encourage you to do that in terms of, the realizing that people are really generous and nice in this world. And as you start being open, most people are going to be very nice back. There might be the one person that's going to be not so nice, but they're hurt. They're not great individuals to begin with. So try to learn how to discount those folks. So that's it. Now, if there's any questions or anything, please do ask them. I encourage you, if you've gotten anything from this whole Reciprocity project, make sure you do go buy some credits on it on the platform, reciprocity.com. Hold on, I gotta see. Somebody is, yeah, thanks so much, Jonathan. I appreciate it. But yeah, make sure you go do that because then I can grow this even more. So I really want to add more. Um, I want to add to the project, but I can't do it unless people are actually contributing, and it's a community effort. So go make sure you go buy some credits on there on the Reciprocity platform. It really truly does help with this. So I did see a question and I missed it, unfortunately, because I was kind of wrapping up. So if you want to ask any questions, make sure you do ask them right now, and then I'm gonna leave. But I'm cutting out. I am sorry. Here, I gotta go to the comments. I don't know if I could do this. Here we go. So I'm from and finished master's in info. Can you please suggest how internationals are treated there in the U.S.? I mean, there is a liability of foreignness if you're an international student in the United States. So just realize that you're really not going to be the same. And that's just part of the fact that you are international. I'm international, and I get the same sort of experiences as well. So just know that it's going to be pretty, just expect it as you're traveling. It's kind of sort of normal, but that's it. That's part of sort of international life. What is this? All right, yeah, thanks. I love that. Nizam Mamba did a really cool picture. Thank you. All right, well, that's it. There's no other questions. Happy to see you too. I really appreciate it. It's really nice to actually get to know some of you folks. So that's it. That's all I'm going to say. So take care and have a wonderful day. All right. Bye-bye. Oh, going to use my finger.